Good morning, and welcome to episode 2 of CAIS Good News. Today we're broadcasting live from our state-of-the-art outdoor office in Berkeley, California. You know, it's good to be outside. Makes me think about learning, the joy of learning. And that's what this week's episode is dedicated to. So sit back, relax, soak up the good news. Let's jump right in. You know, when you say joy and learning to me, the next word out of my mouth is going to be music. And I think Miss Womack Freeman and Miss Harris agree. They hosted the 23rd annual CAIS Talent Show. And there's some sixth graders out there that absolutely rock. Take a look.
Let's get to some rock and roll. Yeah, we have a musician with us today that's going to make us move and groove in our seats. So let's welcome Cesare.
I'm Ches, and today I'm going to be playing Holiday by Green Day.
Where was I? Are we recording? In another news, more good other stuff happened. While some students rocked out, others decided to put on a mask for Zhang Laosher's Masked Singer competition. The results were amazing. Have a look.
Go. 3, 2, 1, now. Whoa, whoa, whoa！ 我想接受不了你，你永远那么鲁小。我就心会的话，你就是那液态的不一样。请海底找你，我会就在地下的海底落。
我知道美丽会老去，生命之外还有生命。我知道风里有只鱼，不知道你。听过尘埃变城堡，听过天空去追飞鸟，没听过你。
风味最后的，像从微软那样。抓住它是我考验，实验是我世界。我要穿越这土地，搜索范围光。小手机宝贝，它明白内在的生力量。手机宝贝。
还记得我们曾经肩并肩一起走过那段繁华巷口，尽管你我是陌生人，是过路人，但彼此还是感觉到了对方的一个眼神。
我还是从前那个少年，没有一丝丝改变。时间只不过是考验，装在心中，信念丝毫未减。
换着穿破自己变得快乐，
放弃执着，前期就会变得不错。每次走过都是一次收获，还有什么做对的选择？
或许就这往它过去吧，变成那是一件坏事还是空话，只有再想下，其实并不复杂，只要记得你是你呀。
阳光下的泡沫是彩色的，就像被骗的我是幸福的，追究什么对错，你的谎言就与你还爱我，美丽的泡沫。
We've seen students rocking out. We've seen beautiful voices singing and rapping in Chinese with masks on. There's one more person I'd like to hear from. A fella by the name of Crow, way out west. He likes to sing the blues.
A song for you today that expresses the way I feel about this quarantine we're all under. Ain't it something? Never did like fences. I've always wanted to be out and about. Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in.
Springtime and the love of learning can drive you to the great outdoors. Thing is, sometimes the weather can be a little hard to predict. Luckily, we found a weatherman you can trust.
Looks pretty good. Yeah.
You can't talk about the joy of learning without talking about student voice and student choice. Let's go to Miss Woodman Russell's class, where 3 7th graders have taken on that den of mediocrity, the New York Times bestseller list. Let's hear their plans for a reformation.
Have you ever had that moment where you're looking through books and you wonder why every single YA novel is a New York Times bestseller? Well, do we have a solution for you? There are so many books on the New York Times bestseller list that little title on the top doesn't really seem like anything special anymore. So we decided that needed changing.
So first off, you might be wondering, what is New York Times bestselling list and how do you get on it? The New York Times bestselling list is a list of the top selling books. The requirements are you have to sell at least 5,000 to 10,000 copies in 1 week, but these sales have to be diverse sales. That is, you cannot sell 10,000 books to a pre-existing list of followers through personal website or thousands from only one marketplace like Barnes & Noble.
We came up with a new way to rank the books so that only the top 5 highest selling books, new or old, of the month will make it onto the New York Times bestselling list. And to be considered on the bestseller list, you have to reach a minimum of 30,000 to 50,000 sales in a month. And each year, the book with that met these standards for the most months will also receive an award. The reward would be a badge on the book that reads New York Times yearly bestseller. This will help make sure that there are no random YA books on the New York Times bestseller list anymore.
Using this method, NYT bestseller on the top of a book will actually mean something significant.
This will allow us to not be led astray to think that this book is famous or highly renowned.
Or even let us falsely believe that they're good.
Join us together to make a better book world.
What Joy of Learning segment would be complete without a trip to the world of physical education, a subject that's dear to my heart. In a new segment called Tales from the Padlet, we check in with Miss Macabre. Miss Macabre shares, inspired by Coach Eddie's April Fitness Goals Padlet, decided to start trail running at Maury Point, a beautiful coastal trail in Pacifica. My goal for April was to reach 4 miles, which I did. My goal for May is to reach 5 miles. Boom! Great job, Miss Macabre. In other news from the Padlet, some students have decided, rather than use their PE time to stay in shape, they'd rather be absolutely ripped. Let's go to our exclusive interview with a ripped dude.
Ripped dude, how are you doing?
I'm feeling pretty jacked right now.
All right. Now, I know some people during this time are spending a lot of time on the couch, watching Netflix, eating the ice cream, eating the cookies, but I feel like you're taking a different approach. Your workout seems pretty intense. Can you describe it?
Yes. So I was one of those people who was sitting on the couch, and I started to feel the effects, and it really, really bothered me. So I made this workout. It's called the Ripped Workout. So it contains 50 sit-ups. Then you do push-ups. So you do 5 sets of 10. Last but not least is 8 minutes of jump rope.
If I do all this, will I become a ripped dude?
I think this can show you evidence.
What would you say to somebody who says something like, hey, man, I wish I was ripped, but I just don't know where to start. I don't have any motivation.
A huge part about it is finding your own limits and slowly overcoming them. For example, I could not do 50 sit-ups in a row. That was very, very hard. I could only do 30. And so I made a goal of 30 instead. So you can really play around with the benchmarks. This workout doesn't take an hour long, guys. It should take you 20 minutes max.
Do you have any final words of inspiration for the Fire Dragon Nation out there that's working out at home?
Do the challenge and you'll become ripped. Yeah.
Do the challenge and you'll become ripped. You heard it here first. Thank you, ripped dude. While some people push their bodies to the limits, others push their minds. And there's a lot of joy out there in the simple act of reading. 6th grader Daphne has not only completed a bingo reading challenge blackout, congratulations, Daphne, that's awesome, but she decided to reach out to her favorite author, Ruta Sepetys, to let her know just how much her work meant to her. For those who don't know, Ruta Sepetys writes historical fiction, including Between Shades of Grey, Fountains of Silence, and Salt to the Sea, which was a March Madness finalist in the LC. Guess what? Ruta Sepetys wrote back to Daphne. Here's what she said. Wow. Thank you so much for your lovely email and for reading my books. It means the world to me. Thank you again for your kind words. An author has nothing without readers, and I'm so, so grateful that you're one of mine, Daphne. Keep reading. Shout out Daphne, and shout out to Ruta Sepetys. Go read one of her books. And so, friends, that brings today's episode to a conclusion. There's a lot of good news out there. There's a lot of joy, a lot of learning out there. As we cruise into the final chapter of this incredibly bizarre school year, I want to urge you to be yourself. Take some risks. Pursue your passions. And enjoy the learning process. Peace out. And we'll see you next time on CAIS Good News.